Hey everybody, it's time for some Throwback 30. All right, you know what that means. That means first, I'm going to ask you to please do all of the things, and you know what they are. We got Emmy. Oh, we got Lucy. Emmy snoring again. I don't know if you guys ever pick that up. I don't really pay attention to it when I'm trying to do the editing, so hopefully you don't hear it, but if you do, that's her snoring. Anyway, this is a project that you must be part of the PANtastic Ladies to participate in because it is either the theme or a prompt from 30 different projects. This was the brainchild of Jessica Lee. She puts this all together for us every year that we do this. This is round 5. So the hashtag for this is Throwback 30 PP5. I should have that across the screen. And what she does is she goes through all of these projects that the PANtastic Ladies have done in the past, and then we as members of the PANtastic Ladies get to vote on which projects we want to do for each round of this. So it's a big one. It runs January 28th of 2023. This one will end January 28th of 2024. With any luck, she will continue to do this every year because this project is a blast. We bring in I bring in, I don't know what anyone else really does. Most of us, I think, bring in everything all at once. I think some people work their way through the prompts or do them in order, or I don't know. I just bring it all in together, throw it all into a bucket, and then I let you know what I am doing. And I've got some of the things I'm working on sitting too far away from me. Dang it. That's all right. We'll get there. I can reach them. Hold on. I usually move this stuff over before I start filming, but, you know, I'm still working on that, catching up on the filming thing. So, that was a good way to blow a rib. That did not feel good. All right. Anyway, let's just get a rolling into what we have got going on here. So, for some of these, I do have pictures because some of them were completed before I left Minnesota. So you will be seeing those pop up on the screen for this particular one, in fact. Number 1 is 50 Shades of Green. And for that, I had put in the Tony Moly Watermelon Dew All Over Serum. This was just a mini, and I liked this so much I bought the full size. So there you have it. But I did complete the one that was in this, so this one is a finished prompt. All right, then for number 2, we have 50 Shades of Pink. For that, I am doing, you know what? I can't see, and I'm squinting at things already. Can you tell I've been recording for a while? Probably. Okay, for 50 Shades of Pink, I brought in this Lancome. It's the, I don't know, I can't speak French. It's the Multivital Sunscreen Cream SPF 30, half-ounce jar. I'm currently now using this one, so I don't know if you can, you can see the little finger marks in there that there's a dip. We're down a little bit, but this is going to be holding strong for a little bit longer still, probably a couple months, because it's only used in the morning. So there you have it. All right, so that one's staying in. I've still got highlighter from an earlier project that spilled all over my counter. Yeah, well, whatever. Okay, who cares? Then I still have 6 Budget Beauty, a budget or a drugstore item. For this, I brought in the Ulta brand, Ulta Beauty. This is the Juice Infused Lip Oil. This is in Berry. You can see where I am. This had the plastic on it when I brought it in. Okay, there's the writing on it. I don't know if that you care. So I am down a little bit. This one is going to take me for a while. This is not my favorite lip oil. I actually love the, is it Milani Fruit Fetish? The Dior lip oil I love. But as far as the drugstore brands, this one is not my favorite. It's got that skinny little doe foot. But it's fine and it works and I'm using it, and the goal is to finish it by the end of the year. So we're just going to keep going and hope that we get there. All right. Then Child of the 80s is the next project. This is Blockbuster, a discontinued item. For that, I had one of my many Mary Kay body care buffing creams. I had several of these in. This one is got air in the tube, but it is completed. You can see that there's a little tiny splab of the blue. That's all that's left in there. And, oh goodness, excuse me. This will be going into the empties. I didn't cut that open. I squished the crap out of those. I put them in rollers, the whole thing. So that's a completed prompt for this project. don't know what that was all about. Then we have Color Pan, which is a newer project for the PANtastic Ladies. I think it's the third year, but I think it's only been PANtastic Ladies for 2 years. If I may be wrong on that. It's a Misty project. I don't remember exactly. I know I did it when she first started it, but I haven't been able to catch up with it since then. So I brought in the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow and this is a metallic one, in Peekaboo. So that is what it looks like. It is gold, and there's pan in the middle, and I didn't mean to like layer that off of my overhead lighting, but that's what we've got going on for my filming is overhead lighting from my kitchen. So, and behind me you can see them in the ceiling, and the ceiling fan going. I've got glitter all over everything. I don't even know if you can see that. Nope, you can't see the swatch. I don't know that I can make it any darker either. All it does is give a really beautiful shine. Yeah, there you can see it. It is a gold, it is a shine, it is subtle, but it is beautiful. It is a gorgeous topper shade because it is sheer for the most part. So, oh man, glitter. So it just actually punches up a look. I really do like it. I put it into finish. Now we know that's insane, but I put it in there anyway, which means that I'm just going to keep it in for the year and keep working on it. I don't know how long it takes me to finish a Super Shock eyeshadow because I don't think I've ever done it. I don't know. All right. Then we have Day of the Dead, which is currently in its second round. Yes, with my filming, I did miss the finale and I did miss the reintroduction, but I am doing that project, so you will be getting that from me very shortly because that's at the beginning of the month. So hold on for a couple days, you'll get that one. I'll get there. I will get there. The girls did change it up a little bit, but I went from last year's version of it and I did 2A and B because it's the one where you have dual parts of a prompt and you have to finish both before you can move on. So I put in 2. So we have got pink is 2A, so that's the Mary Kay toner. And I don't know if I had a couple of these in, so this might not be the right one, but this one is finished, so I'm throwing it in the empties because it may have been this prompt, it may have been a later one. I don't remember. I had more than one in this project. And then I have a photo of the mini tiny baby sample of the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser, which I used for 2B, which was Celebration, an item that you celebrate because it works amazing for you. And this is my holy grail of cleansers, despite the fact that I use 80 bajillion different ones. That's why it went into this project. So this prompt is complete because I've done both 2A and B. So Day of the Dead is rolling out of this project. All right, then we have Disney Princesses. And for that, I picked Mulan, and that's a blue and green. I had the Scentbird version of this. It's the Nest Fragrances Indigo, and I picked it because of the packaging for the full size, which has the blue and green in it. And I don't know if I still have the picture. Hopefully I popped it up. But anyway, this is completed. This is going into the empties, and it is then rolling out for this project. I actually did make some good progress for not updating you for a couple of months here, so... All right, drop 10 before summer. So obviously a summer item. For that, I did the Tarte Surfer Curl Mascara, just the little mini one. And I didn't get to use it very long because it was fairly dried out. So I only got to use it for a couple weeks before I had to get rid of it. But you do see the picture of what it looked like on there. I think mine was dry when I started, obviously, since it didn't last. And I enjoyed it. I don't know what it's like when it's fresh, so I can't really speak to that. But it wasn't a bad mascara, and of course I love the idea of summer and surfers, so that's why I put it in. Rolling out of this project as a completed one because that one was through no fault of my own and I did at least get some use. All right, then we have I Heart the 90s. So The Simpsons, a yellow product or packaging. With this, I am doing one of the Baby Laneige lip sleeping masks. This one is in Lemon Sorbet, and I'm not even halfway through it. But you can see where I've been digging into it there. Hopefully you can see that I've got a dip going down the side. It's hard to tell when the product matches the packaging. This is not my favorite of them. I like lemon things. In fact, I love lemon things for cleaners and that kind of stuff. But as far as, maybe that's why I don't like it for my lips, because it reminds me of my cleaning products. I like the other ones. I like the original, and I like Gummy Bear. There's a purple one that I really love. I don't remember what flavors they are, but there are several that I love. This one is just okay. All right, then lip service. So obviously a lip product. I brought in the Gwen Stefani brand Give. This is Anaheim Shine lipstick in the color Stomp Box. And this was a tiny, obviously a tiny baby sample. And you can see there's not very much left. And we are actually almost at the plastic on the slanted side. So I am still using it. That is what it looks like. I love this to the point where I would actually consider buying a full-size one. And the day that I'm recording, I want to say Sephora is doing a sale on this brand sometime around the time you're seeing this. So that is still in, not quite yet finished. Okay. Then for monochromatic year project pan, I brought in the month April, which was white, and I brought in the Necessaire body lotion. And I brought in the somewhat bigger sample I have of this. This was a, I want to say this was a Wayne Goss favorite. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe that was a different product. Anyway, this was a very nice lotion. It is expensive. I wouldn't go out and buy it because it's expensive. Some things, yes, I go absolutely bananas and spend an absolute fortune on, but I have so many lotions and I have so many good lotions. I have so many bad ones too, but I really couldn't justify this one. Although if you're looking for a decent one and you've got money to spend, this is a nice one. It's going in the empties. It is a rollout for this project. All right, then paranormal pantivity. We've got Bogey, which is also known as Bogeyman, Boogeyman, however. And it's a product that you use at night. So for that, I brought in the second part of the Lancome set of the, whatever it's called, Multivital. This is the night cream version of it. And I can't tell if you can even see the rating clearly enough to see that it does say night on it. And I am currently using this one. Now, this one, despite starting at the same time, has got a little more use, although that's hard to see. And I think the reason is because it's a night cream. And I probably use more of it. I probably use more face cream at night than I do in the morning, despite the fact that I use quite a bit compared to a normal person probably anyway. This one I like better than this one because it is a little bit more of a thick consistency. And so it's a little bit more dense perhaps. I think it goes on my skin a little bit better. Maybe because of it being more dense, it doesn't soak up as quickly. I don't know. But this I've actually put on, the day cream I've actually put on like 2 layers at different points, depending on how dry I'm feeling. Where the night cream I've never had to do more than one, but I do put on more of it at a time. And like I said, I prefer the night cream over the day cream. For what it's worth, there's my opinion. There you go. Okay. Then we have size matters. Pick a big, bulky, or awkward palette to pan. Well, we don't pan anything. So I did it with 2 uses each shade, and I didn't want to bring this with me. But guess what? I couldn't quite get it done before I left Minnesota, so I brought it with me. So it is the Glamlight Donut palette, which Danny is currently panning the entire thing. More power to her. I couldn't do that. But I did get my 2 uses on every shade. That is what they look like in case you have not seen hers, because I know that some of my family watches this, so they don't necessarily watch everybody else in the panning world. It is gorgeous. I do love it. I'm in no hurry to get rid of it. I love the Glamlight formula. I didn't bring the big square box for it, but yeah, it's fun. It's funky. I like it. What can I say? I think that's a companion piece to me. That is more of a companion. I don't ever get a full look out of that, even with the 2 matching shades and this center shade being great for, sorry about the mirror, being great for either a highlight or inner corner or whatever. I don't get a full look. I have to use this with other things to do my bases, my setting, my transition a lot of times, or else whatever. But this one for me, I can't do as a standalone. Anyway, done for this project. There you have it. I don't know why I'm going completely editorial on this one, but apparently you're going to, well, actually I do. Anything that I am finishing up that I'm giving you opinions on is because when I do finally get around to doing my empties video, it's going to be so freaking long I won't have time to go through everything and give you opinions. All right. Anyway, Next, I had Skin is In, so a face or body care item. For that, I brought in an old, there's just little dribbles that I can't get out. I can't get that off the side. This is an old version of the Bath & Body Works More Vanilla Sugar Body Cream, which I love. Then pretty much always have one of those, or a Vanilla Bean Noel in my collection. I just happen to like them. So that one's done and dusted for this project, which is a good thing because I need to get some of these things out of my collection. All right, then that's expensive. And this is me being cheeky. And I brought in Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy sample because the price tag on this is $161.75 per ounce. That's freaking expensive. So that's why this came in, even though I only had a small sample of it. I did figure just because of the bouginess and the cost of it. I got a couple bougie things in here. That was my very expensive one. And that is completed. And I liked it. I really liked it. Not good. But that's okay. I don't need it. I'm fine. I'll live. All right. Moving on to That's So 2000 Blockbuster, a discontinued item. This is the other Mary Kay Body Care Buffing Cream that I have left in the project. This one is, ooh, maybe got a use or two left. This one's getting down there, but it is still going. So it is not yet completed for that one. All right, then we have got Tiny Pans. For that, I brought in one of the Lancome Color Design palettes. This one is Parisian style. My goal is to at least hit pan in every shade. I've got a good sized dip going here. I'm getting a little dip in the center here, and I'm starting to wear these just a touch. But I wasn't able to completely finish one of these last year. I did finish a couple pans in it, so my goal is just to hit pan in everything. And I'm thinking that since I've got a couple good dips going on and these are really small pans, I should be able to do that with no problem. This is a whopping total of 0.07 ounces. There are 2 grams of product total in this. Obviously, if I were using this a little more consistently, I could probably finish it off, but I don't think that I can because I put too much eyeshadow into projects. That's staying in. All right, then we've got Women Who Rock. And I did this project. I really enjoyed it. I picked Helen Reddy. The song from Helen Reddy is I Am Woman, and then in parentheses, it's Hear Me Roar. So this is a product that gives you confidence. I picked the Lancome La Vie Belle perfume because I actually had gotten compliments on it when I had worn it in public. I mean, not that I got compliments from someone when I was out in the public, just a random person complimenting me on smelling good while I was wearing this perfume. That came out twisted. Yeah, just roll with that. Yeah. Crazy train's just going to keep on rolling. Anyway, from the photo you've seen that the second one is completed. That is rolling out of the project. It is done. All right, now, I have... oh, wow, I have these backwards. I didn't do these in order. So sorry. Zodiac Project Pan. For this, I brought in the Zodiac Signs palettes. I brought in 1 and 3 because I was thinking I didn't have 2. I had 2. It was here in Arizona. So that's going to have to go back to Minnesota with me so that I have them all in one spot because I had confused myself. I have a picture which I have shown you. I have hit every pan. No. I've hit every shade. I did them no pan left behind. So palette 1 is done. Palette 3, which I have here. So far, I said these are Saints, Angels, Sinners, haven't I? Have I ever... I'm sure I've said it. Anyway, if you don't have anything from Darcy and Saints, Angels, Sinners, I can highly recommend it. I love her brand. I love her. She's absolutely wonderful to me. She always has been. And I don't even know that she knows I have a YouTube channel, but she is just a sweetheart to deal with as a customer. So there you go. This is the third one. And in this one, I have used Cancer and Leo. So these are the 2 shades that I've used out of this one, which means I have 10 more to go. And these are really pretty. I'm going to get that swatch a little bit thicker because it just didn't swatch on my hand well. Cancer is kind of supposed to be a bluish gray, and it's, oh my gosh, it's hard to see. But it's actually a really pretty kind of almost sea foamy blue. in this palette. And then this one that looks like it'd be a bright orange is actually kind of a really cool peachy shade. It's a little bit orangey, but it is a peachy shade when I do it with other things. And I enjoy them both. So I will be working on all of the others for the upcoming months. And then this is the part that I did backwards. Okay, so this is staying in. I don't know why I'm umming. I don't like when I do that. The other thing that I brought in the intro, knowing that I had it here and wasn't going to get to it until I got here, was for Nightmare Before Christmas. Well, for Nightmare Before Christmas, I brought in the ColourPop Nightmare Before Christmas palette. And I just wanted to do this as No Pan Left Behind. Oh man, my hands are not working today. Okay, so it's got a great mirror. And you can see the little decorations from the characters there. But then this is the color story. Now, I have used this as No Pan Left Behind more than once. And I like this palette. I think this has got some great stuff in it. I think the decorations are adorable. This is a glow-in-the-dark thing. So a lot of people are like, hey, it's not that great, but I got it for the packaging. I actually liked it. I liked the color story, and I thought it worked out really well. Now, I can tell you that I did specifically write down what I did for a couple of the looks when I was doing this, but I don't think I don't have all the rest in because then I had just a couple oddball shades that I threw in with other things. But when I was doing this, the first look was Meant to Be, and then Frog's Breath, which is a really fun shade, that second one, and Dr. Finkelstein, which is purple. And I know that seems like an odd combination, but hey, it's me, so what do you expect? So like a concrete gray, which is a little hard to see, and then kind of a funky, like one of those red browns, and a really fun purple. Yeah, it's me. Who knows? I don't think I have pictures of these looks. That's why I'm doing this, because I didn't have any pictures to put in with this part. I am sorry. Then for look 2, I have Zero, Christmas Town, which this shouldn't be surprising, and Everybody Scream. Whoopsie, that was kind of a lot of... So those are what I put in. I think there were other things with this, but I kind of wanted to get the looks as much from the palette as I could with a couple of these. Oh, that's going to stain all over the place. So you see the really pretty bright shiny and the two pinks there. Pink and kind of burgundy. I don't know. I don't know what color it is. Fuchsia? It's fuchsia. And it stains. They always stain on me. It's not a big deal. Purple stain, red stain, super bright pink stain, whatever. And then finally, oh yeah, eyeshadow everywhere. The last thing where I was kind of trying to do this specifically, I had What's This, which has a really cute little imprint on it and is orange. Okay. And that's what I used with SAS, that with Cancer. No, not Cancer. Leo, the peachy shade here. That was part of that look. And then Sandy Claus. Where's Sandy Claus? Okay. This one. Which is an interesting combo to do like a... we'll do it here. An orange and a... Now that is a super freaking bright pink. That is like an electric pink. I mean, that one like matches my note cards. So the rest I just used randomly just because I knew that I still had a couple of shades that I needed to use. So I have hit my goal on that. And that is a rollout because it is a completed prompt. All right. What do we got going on here? A mess. We've got a mess. I've got eyeshadow everywhere. I'm a mess. But that means that for this update, I have gotten several more done. Let's count some cards. That means I've got 9 more of the 30 finished. And I know that I'm kind of a cheater because I usually do mostly minis with these because of the travel time, because of when this starts. But I am getting there. Started in July. I only had 3 completed in August, 7 completed in September, and then however many I just said I had now. What did I just say? 9? So I got 19 out of the 30 finished. Not too bad. And the rest, I believe, I am actually currently working on. So everything is in play in this project. I'll have to write that all down so that I don't screw things up. So that means this one is my easy one for me as far as I don't have to bring anything in, but it's going to be an editing thing because I have to pop in pictures from the things that I finished while I was gone or while I was in Minnesota. But let's just move on to the music moment. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm starting to get tired, guys. This will be the last video you see from me with this look because I'm done for the night. I'm posted. This is a song that I don't know if it popped into my head or I heard it on the radio or not. I heard it in the background of something on TV. And I knew the song and recognized it. And then the song was stuck in my head for like 4 freaking days. So I'm like, you know what? I'm bringing this in. I had this on the list then to put into a music moment because I like this song and it's catchy and it was stuck in my head. So now you get it. Aren't you lucky? The song is called Hey You. It's a song by the Canadian band Bachman Turner Overdrive. Now, the song was actually written by Randy Bachman, and it is also something for which he took lead vocals. This is, okay, so like I said, the band was Canadian. This song is from their 75 album 4-Wheel Drive. From that LP, there were 2 singles that were issued. This is the first one, and it was more successful than the other one. And the second one was called Quick Change Artist, and it was only released in Canada. So there you have it. It came out in May of 1975 as a single with the B-side Flat Broke Love. And here's the fun stuff about this. There was a rumor that the lyrics of this song were directed at Burton Cummings. Now, as you may or may not know, Burton Cummings was with the Guess Who for a very long time. I know he did some solo stuff because at one point he had left too. But then he went back and toured with the band later. Now, the reason that the lyrics are supposed to be directed at him from Randy Bachman are because when Randy Bachman left the Guess Who, Burton Cummings gave him a whole lot of heat, okay? And just basically, he had publicly stated that Bachman would never make it in the music business again after his departure. So years later, apparently, Randy Bachman actually confirmed the rumors by stating, this is a quote, "I deserve to gloat a bit after all the mud Burton had slung at me." Well, yes, he did. Now, this said that Cashbox says that it has elements of earlier BTO singles, Let It Ride and You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet is probably the song that you're even more familiar with because it is played constantly on rock stations. So if you know any of the BTO stuff, that's going to be probably the one that you're going to know. This song gets play, but not like that one does, just so you know. But now, the elements that they're saying are recognizable are the stuttering vocals of Randy Bachman and some more of the heavy guitar chording. So that's why you hear it on classic rock stations. It's not super poppy. It kind of is. It's catchy. It's... Okay, you won't hear it very often. You're going to hear You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. That's definitely more heavy and more classic rock driven. This one is a little bit more on the poppy side, but it does still get some play. I mean, it's not like you're going to hear this more on oldies channels than you're going to hear on classic rock stations. Those are 2 different things in case you did not know. I know my cousin's just sitting there going, yeah, duh, doesn't everybody know that? But not everybody does. So yes, Debbie, I do tell everybody these things. All right. So Hey You was the second BTO song to hit #1 on the Canadian RPM chart. You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet is the first one. Okay. We've talked about those 2 ad nauseum. I'll try and throw both of them down in the description box for you. just because it makes it easier. So it held top position for 2 weeks in June of 75. And in Billboard, it peaked at, on Billboard in the US rather, it peaked at number 21 of their Hot 100 on July 5th of 1975. So it did also hit 14 in Austria, 10 in New Zealand, and 9 in West Germany. All right, that is what I have got for you. That's the fun and goofy stuff that you needed to know about the song Hey You, and hopefully it won't be stuck in your head for 4 days if you do decide to go listen to it. But if you do go listen to it, leave me a comment somewhere and let me know if you recognize the song, because like I said, I knew this song, I liked this song, but it is not necessarily one that everybody's going to know. So if you get a chance to come back and leave it in the comments for me, please do so. Thank you for giving me some of your time. Thank you for indulging me. Check out Jessica's channel. PANtastic Ladies link is in the description box. Also, all of that stuff is always down there, all the good stuff for you to find. Like I said, this one, unfortunately, you can't play along at home unless you're a member of the PANtastic Ladies, so can't have everything. So sorry. All right. Thank you for letting me go on and show you some of the fun stuff that I had going on. And until next time, everybody, see ya. Bye.